everyone. Last time I introduced the 4 inner planets, and the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter separates them from the 4 outer planets: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Before we start, I want to talk about the explosions that made by asteroids. The asteroids are from the asteroid belt, but they also exist in outer place in the space. 65 million ago, a giant asteroid hit Mexico. Many scientists believed that caused the extinction of the dinosaurs. Now, scientists work to detect when some asteroids might hit Earth. Back to the topic, the 4 outer planets are very different from the inner planets. They are made of gas and they are enormous. Also, the 4 outer planets have a total of 146 confirmed moons. The first of the outer planets is Jupiter. Jupiter is ruler of the god. It's the biggest planet in our solar system. If we combine all the other planets, Jupiter is still 2.5 times bigger. There is a great red spot on Jupiter. 2 Earths can fit into it. And it's a hurricane that has been raging there for 350 years. Also, Jupiter has 67 moons. In 1973, a spacecraft named Pioneer 10 sent back images of Jupiter. Later, in 1979, spacecraft Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 sent back images of its moons. In 2016, Juno, the space probe, went to reach Jupiter and start orbiting it for 20 months. Its main mission is to study the atmosphere and how it was made. It took 5 years to reach the Jupiter. The next planet is Saturn. Saturn is father of Jupiter, and it's known for its beautiful rings. In fact, all the outer planets have rings, but Saturn's are the most visible. The rings are made of ice, rocks, and dust, and they are massive. Galileo first spotted the rings, but he didn't know what they were. The next planet is Uranus. It was first discovered by William Herschel. Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus are made of hydrogen and helium. Uranus are also made of methane gas, so it looks blue. It's a Greek god of heaven. And the biggest feature of Uranus is that it spins on its side. It was hit by a huge object long ago. The next one is the coldest planet, Neptune. It was first identified in 1846. Its weather is very wild. And as the most distant planet from the Sun, it has a very long orbit. It needs 165 Earth years to orbit the Sun. The solar system doesn't end after Neptune. After Neptune, there is a Kuiper belt. It's made of ice, rocks, comets, and dwarf planets. Comets are frozen balls of rocks, and from its way to the Earth, it begins to defrost, so it makes a tail. Most of them come from Kuiper Belt or the Oort cloud. The Oort cloud is even farther in space. Then let's talk about the dwarf planets. There are 5 main dwarf planets: Pluto, Eris, Ceres, Makemake, and Haumea. The famous one is Pluto. It was in the solar system. It was a planet, but in 2006, it's downgraded. Scientists have long discussed what makes a planet. In 2006, they think about 3 points. First, a planet must orbit the sun. Second, it should be a sphere. And third, a planet mustn't have any debris or objects in its way. At first, Pluto is a sphere. Pluto is a sphere, and also it orbits the sun. But it has some objects like ice that get in its way, and it's not strong enough to move them out. So it was no longer considered as a planet. Some scientists disagree with the definition. Perhaps one day scientists would have new rules and Pluto could let back in. Next time, I will talk about the manned space missions. Thank you for listening.